Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Raging Chinaman. Today I am going to share with you all 3 reasons why I have moved away from iPhones and Apple products in general. Before I tell you that, let me quickly show you all of the iPhones and Apple products I've owned over the years that's led us to this video today. Okay, so here we go. I have had an iPhone 3, an iPhone 4, an iPhone 5, an iPhone 6, 2 of those to be exact, an iPhone 7, an iPad, an iPod, and a MacBook Air from way back in 2011. For those of you who've seen my earlier video, you will know that I'm now using a Huawei P20 Pro on a daily basis, and I'm very impressed with this phone. So let's move on to talk about the 3 reasons why I have moved away from iPhones and Apple products. Okay, number 1, competition. For those of you who remember, back when the iPhone was first released, there was no other product on the market that was even remotely comparable to what the iPhone represented, because it represented change, it represented progress, it represented that the future is here. Okay, fast forward 10 plus years, the iPhone is no longer different to any other phones on the market. I would go as far as to say that some of iPhone's competition have even surpassed the iPhone in terms of functionality and creativity. Okay, let's have a look at what's happened in the smartphone market over the last 18 months. We've seen hole punch screens, we've seen slider screens, we're now even seeing foldable screens being introduced on smartphones. What have we seen from Apple over the last 18 months? That's right, recycled technology at twice the price. Which actually leads me nicely onto my second point, and that is price. Let's be fair to Apple though. Their iPhones have always been a much more expensive product than their competition. However, it's always been a much better proposition than the competition. I remember back in 2012, I switched from the iPhone 4 to an HTC One, only to switch back to another iPhone within about 9 months. Because back then, the Android system just wasn't as intuitive to use, the ecosystem wasn't as robust, and I simply couldn't gel with the phone. Today though, totally different ballgame. Okay, after using the Huawei P20 Pro for 12 months, I can hand on heart tell you that this phone is every bit as good a product as the iPhone, if not better. There is no difference in build quality as far as I can tell. The operating system is just as smooth. The phone itself is just as fast. The best part, at the time when I purchased this product, it's at least £20 per month cheaper compared to the equivalent iPhone X on the same contract. And over the course of a 2-year contract, I would have saved £480. You can buy another perfectly good smartphone for that money. And I'm not even going to talk about the ridiculous price that Apple wants you to pay now for an iPhone XS. You're talking Alienware laptop money for a phone. And you know what the worst part of that example is? We are already talking about an overpriced product, and that is making the iPhone look expensive. Number 3, this is by far the biggest reason why I have moved away from iPhones and Apple products in general, and that is Batterygate. I wouldn't go as far as to say that I've been an Apple fanboy, but over the years I have owned many Apple products, as you can see. Okay, and I've always been blessed with financial situations to buy nice things. That is not to say I am rich though, so when I buy nice shit, I expect them to be good value for money. This MacBook Air that I purchased in 2011 for £1,000, 8 years on, it's still in perfect working condition. This iPhone 7 that I bought for £800, 2 years later, laggy as shit. And when I found out that Apple was slowing these phones down on purpose, so that people would buy a new one every 2 years, that's when I lost my shit. Okay, when I spend £1,000 to buy nice things, I expect them to last like when I take them blue pills. Okay, and for a company that is depriving people of thousands of pounds of hard-earned cash, I expect them to be at least ethical and not screw people over. So I am done. Until I feel like I can trust the company again, I will never spend my own money to buy another Apple product. And that are the 3 reasons why I have moved away from iPhones and Apple products. Let me know if you agree, or if you've been in the same situation and have moved away from Apple, and what would you like to see Apple change in order for you to return to the brand. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time on The Raging Chinaman.